President Barack Obama is releasing federal funds for embryonic stem cell research. Back in 2001, then President George W. Bush limited research to stem cell lines created before 2001. Well, today, President Obama did away with that regulation.
Medical miracles do not happen simply by accident. They result from painstaking and costly research, from years of lonely trial and error, much of which never bears fruit, and from a government willing to support that work. We will lift the ban on federal funding for promising embryonic stem cell research.
The decision is being welcomed by the medical community. Sarah Acevedo spoke with a local doctor about what these changes could mean for people suffering from debilitating diseases. Sarah.
Carrie, I talked to a doctor and a patient, both from different fields. One treating cancer patients, the other living with cystic fibrosis. Both say they are very excited about what this could mean in their personal lives and in the lives of generations of people to come.
I mean, right now, if something was found out, I'd have a pretty long life probably left if they were able to cure me.
24-year-old Lucas Jantzen has been in and out of hospitals about 70 times since he was born. He has cystic fibrosis.
I've always been told, the cure's just around the corner, and that was 15 years ago, and, just give it a year or two, and eventually I just gave up until I heard about the stem cell research, and then when I heard that it was banned, it was kind of depressing, thinking there's never going to be a way to cure this.
But now that President Barack Obama has lifted the ban on federal funding for embryonic stem cell research, Jantzen has changed his mind again.
It makes me feel hopeful and it makes me feel good.
As we learn more about how these cells work, any disorder that's a disorder, a genetic disorder, we could potentially target that, put new genes in to try and fix that.
Dr. Jeff Schreiber is the head of bone marrow transplants at Banner Good Samaritan Hospital and works with blood stem cells. He says he's excited about the possibilities that funding embryonic stem cell research will create.
With science, when you develop stuff, it always builds on things. And so allowing us to do that will allow us to really find new ways of treating this disorder.
I don't understand really the science in it, but I understand that if they figure out how to properly transplant stem cells, that it can overall cure their disease.
And Jantzen says if he's ever cured, he could have a lot more fun. Dr. Schreiber says people's concerns about cloning could be more easily addressed now that the government is involved again, because they could regulate how the research is handled. Live in Phoenix, Sarah Acevedo, Fox 10 News.
Our poll question tonight: how do you feel about this approval of federal funding for embryonic stem cell research? Log on to myfoxphoenix.com and vote. We'll have your results tonight with Troy at 6.